There it is. Da, 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 da. It is time for the Alivast Oracle 413. Alrighty, we'll take turns reading this if you guys are okay with this.
I need to find it first. Ah, here we go. All right.
Let me find it. I gotta find it.
I can just copy paste the link in the chat if you would prefer that.
Yes, please.
Yarp. Yarp.
Excellent.
Oh, I already read this one. I think I read it when it was submitted.
Alrighty, Zito, would you like to take us away for the first one? The Faces of the Disappeared.
For almost a month now, the city of Alivast has been held captive in a terrible hold. A string of kidnappings has occurred in several districts of the city, putting fear into the hearts of Alivast's citizens. Many have seen their loved ones taken away from them by force, and others have simply disappeared with no trace. Eltmer radicals have been believed to be responsible. While investigations into the various kidnappings and missing people are ongoing, the Alivast City Guard encourage anyone who has a lead on either the kidnapper or kidnapped persons to report to the Guard immediately. At various Alivast Guard stations, there is a board full of missing person posters. Their loved ones check the board and follow up with the guards at the station daily. While the guards are looking feverishly, people are starting to lose hope as weeks have gone by. One man, Darvish Whittleby, has faith that he will see his wife again. My wife Marilyn has been missing for a week now, he stated. She went out for groceries and never came back. It's hard, but I have to believe that she's alive and will be found. If not for my sake, then for our daughter. Mrs. Whittleby's face is one of many disappeared persons on the guard board. If anyone has any information to any of the missing people, please contact your local guard station.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nadine, which one would you like to read?
I don't know. Oh God, no! I'm not reading the pickup lines, the dragon pickup lines. I'll do painting the town red. I didn't read this one. Today in the morning, hustle and bustle in the daily rush was cut short due to a reported sighting of Tiengo, the Red Death, being topside in broad daylight. While this sighting is mostly confirmed by on-the-spot witnesses, the sheer number of claims, along with similar descriptions of events, seem to verify this claim. It seems that he who walks below has been seen heading down the main roads, cutting through the busy crowds in the lower districts before entering the sewers. By the time the guards arrived to survey the scene and calm the crowd, he was long gone. For most of these people, it was their first time, and hopefully last, at viewing the men that everyone tends to speak about in hushed tones. Very few have ever gazed eyes upon him and walked away to say what they have seen. Most rumors speculate that he, along with the other less law-abiding citizens of the city, have been living underground within the sewers, though any confirmation on this from the guards in the city have been met with mumbles, sighs, and eye rolls. However, with the sighting of him entering the sewers, there may be more truth to those rumors than once believed. While most people speak of the walking personification of devastation with quiet tones, details about the man himself are enigmatic to Vase Collective. His noted crimes are well known across the lands, and while it is hard to confirm them due to very few victims surviving, it is better to caution yourself if you are ever in his presence. Continuing on page 7. Hello?
Hi, yeah, no, it was good.
Hi.
Right.
You're
I will
quiet.
read donation shortage. With winter fast approaching, citizens are already prepping for the cold winter in the city. Though the winter can be a magical time in the city, having warm clothes, blankets, and enough food to survive is a must. However, for some citizens, securing the valid necessities is a lot harder than most. Be it a lost job, put hours, or hundreds of other factors, can make surviving through the winter months harder. The city has put some resources into helping the citizens that need help. However, with the trying times, it might not have enough. We weren't expecting these kinds of conditions, Emerald Puzzle, head of one of the food banks down on the lower crafting district. Over the last couple of winters, we were able to get plenty of help from not just the council, but from the community as well. However, with all the catastrophes and the ongoing war, our pantries are running a lot lower than we projected. According to the Emerald, this quarter of the donations have been coming in smaller and smaller intervals. While no one can point at why this is, one can easily look at the war efforts and the requests for donations to help the soldiers in the field as one of the reasons. But it's not just the war effort that has caused a major hit to the donations, but the incoming refugees from Libris have taken its fair share of donations. While I'm not saying that these causes aren't worth the attention, both the soldiers and the refugees are dealing with the dark and troubled times, and they do need it. I just want to sound the bell and let everyone know that there are families and individuals within the city that need our help as well. The Panthers have been dealt another blow this week with the shutdown Eve Meadows Academy. The school was scheduled to be holding their annual winter food drive next Tuesday, but with the shutdown of the school, the food drive has been canceled with no replacement date given yet. The winter food drive tends to bring in about 5 million foods. That's money. Alrighty. Snake, please, with your dulcet tones, please read us the letters to the Lady of Liverosia. Please.
Dear Lady of Liverosia, I grew up in a very sheltered environment where everything was pretty black and white about how some kinds of people were better than others. Now that I'm in Alivast, I know that's not the case, and I'm really struggling to adapt. There's so many different types of people I've never seen before. It's actually kind of scary. I know that the lessons I was taught were from a very narrow perspective, but I have to keep a careful guard on my tongue, and I often find myself thinking negatively about some people, even when they don't deserve it. I'm feeling very guilty. Signed, Uprooted in Alivast. Dear Uprooted, I love you. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're aware of your shortcomings, of the shortcomings of your upbringing, and you're working to improve. If you are making an active effort to treat everyone equally regardless of how they look, you are worthy of praise, not scorn. I encourage you to spend more time with people who are from different backgrounds. Relax and learn about them. The more you know about other cultures, the harder it is to hate them. It's tough to readjust your thinking, but since you recognize that your perspective needs change, you're halfway there. Maybe spend time exploring things you like, such as listening to music or eating food from other cultures. Be open to new experiences, and you may be surprised. Did you want me to do the others?
Oh, yeah, I think we would just alternate. Zeta, would you like to read the next one?
1 second. Ladies. I'm sorry. Here we go. Let me just get my thing in here. Sorry, my mic actually fell over. I was just like, oh shit. Here we go. Dear lady, I know I write to you a lot for relationship advice, but this time it's different. I've had an opportunity to meet a wonderful young girl who is an orphan. She is so full of energy and honesty, and honestly, she reminds me a lot of myself. I've been thinking a lot about her, and I want to teach her that she can maybe avoid some of the mistakes I've made. At some point, the idea came to mind that I could adopt her and provide her with a home, love, and guidance. I know I've written to you in the past with jokes about my ticking clock, and I wonder, how do I know I'm really wanting to adopt her for her sake and not mine? Signed, Shadow Songstress. Dear Songstress, I love you. The decision to take responsibility for a child is not made lightly. Children are not extensions of ourselves or monuments to our egos, but precious treasures that need a loving, nurturing environment to grow and flourish. From your letters, I know that you're in tune with your heart and have had the good habit of deeply considering your actions. I don't doubt that you'll love this young lady with your whole being. Some of the best parents are the ones that raise someone else's child. I think you will do well. That being said, being a parent is often the greatest challenge of love, though many take on the role without careful consideration. Don't rush and talk it over with someone familiar with the child's needs.
Nadine, would you like to do the last one?
Sure. Dear Lady of Liverosia, I've been seeing this incredible Knoll girl. Try saying that 5 times fast. Knoll girl that I met at during the summer festival, and despite our differences, we really hit it off. She teaches me some things about her culture, and I shared a few things about mine. And we've met in the middle on a lot. There are some little differences that I've really come to enjoy. Problem is that my friends don't like her, and when she's not around, they make a lot of jokes at her expense and expect me to go along with them. I'm not really comfortable with this, but these are people I've known for years, and I don't know what to do. Signed, Cautious Confidant. Dear Cautious, I love you. I'm concerned that your friends aren't very open-minded about your new relationship. Trying to act one way around your girlfriend and another around your old friends will eventually force you to choose between one or the other. I suggest you talk to your friends and tell them how important your girlfriend is to you. Make sure to use firm language and let them know that their jokes hurt you too. If they aren't willing to accept who you've chosen to be with, well, then you may need to consider if they really are worth keeping around. If they're as good of friends as you say, they should listen to your concerns and out of respect for your friendship, respect your choice of romantic partner.
Cool. Alrighty.
I want Snake to read the pickup lines.
Okay.
Where is pickup lines? Book review, Dragon pickup lines, and other jokes by Erasmus B. Dragon.
Okay.
Have fun.
I found this book in the gift shop in the Lower Crafting District that caters to visitors who obviously have more money than sense. My eye was attracted to the brightly colored illustration on the cover of fanciful kissing dragons surrounded by pink hearts, and I thought that it's obviously not serious, but this might be so bad it's good. Unfortunately, I was wrong. It's just bad. As a dragonborn, I found it not only bad, but tasteless and offensive in several parts. Well, you're a dragonborn, not a dragon. It's got to be specific. It seems as if my dragon has finally found a nice cave to rest in. Oh. That is an actual quote from the emblematic type of humor this book employs. It's not even crass enough to be considered sophomoric humor. Do the tiles match the tapestry? I wasn't even sure about this one until I shared my confusion with a dwarvish coworker. Her best guess was that it was something analogous to a crude comment about beard color in relation to the color of other body hair, which I found, frankly, disgusting.
Before you continue, can you do the quote as Tommy Wiseau?
Yes.
Now I have to figure out how to say this one word that starts with an H. Hemipenes? Henepenes?
Yeah.
Can I put my hepenepenes in your cloaca? I did not hoard it. It's not true. I did not. I did not hoard it. I did not.
Here we go. I'm just going to spam this in the chat. Here we go. And perfect.
What the story, Snack?
Oh, hi, Parthenax. So at this point,
getting a lot of distance right now.
It was clear that this Erasmus B. Dragon was not a dragon, dragonborn, or even a lizard folk. I am convinced this book was the result of someone building a non-sentient construct and programming it to simply put words in random order, and then handing the resulting manuscripts over to a captive imp whose only job it is to determine if those words form a sentence that is grammatically accurate for the common tongue. This imp, then purely out of spite for its confinement and evil nature, would carefully cull the results to generate misery in the reader. This book is 150 pages long. Even the prodigious white space on the books and more than a few clumsily drawn and humorous illustrations, it still wastes precious pages of parchment. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Precious pages of parchment.
Gotcha. Do not purchase this book, not even as a joke. There is no joke. You get more amusement throwing a handful of coin into a sewer grate. I leave you with a few more choice offerings simply because this book has driven me to hate everyone, and the only way to stop it is to hurt others.
Yeah. Well, haha, how's your dating life?
Yeah. Hey, baby, dragging that ass over here. If I said that you had a fat tail, would you hold it against me? I want to be whored out of you. A whored out to you.
Fucking God.
I want to be whored out to you. Do you have a little black dragon in you? Do you want some? I want to scale that booty like a paladin of Avon scales the Great Peaks. I believe we are of similar species in scale color, and you are in season for mating. Let us fertilize your eggs and abandon the eggs on the rocky crag. To hatch, our offspring will fight each other for survival until one victor remains, who goes off to establish their own territory. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, Draken.
I'm so
Oh,
happy I said to do that.
It's so bad.
1001 Dragon pickup lines and jokes. 0 out of 5 stars.
What a story, Mark.
I will now open the chat to more bad dragon jokes.
No.
Which I'm
Hi,
aware what
Donkey.
bad dragon means. I wasn't
Hey,
born
we
yesterday.
It's okay, Mark. We could just wing it.
What?
You're just like a little chicken. Cheep, 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 cheep.
Cheep, 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 cheep. I'm just imagining like this the Alivastian version of Denny having a gun put in his face. Like,
I can't believe you betray me. I am fed up with this plane.
I am fed up with this whirl. I'm just imagining Ty Borpington on top of the sweet dragon.
1001 dragon pickup lines and jokes. 0 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, that's okay. So okay. Would anyone else like to? By the way, guys, this is really fun to read. So I will read one now. From outside in, the perspective of a new Alivastian. 5 years ago, Father told me and my brother Samuel of the new country, Alivast, land of opportunity. Father would save up as much coin as he possibly from whatever jobs passed him by, every gold and copper piece that was not meant for food or shelter, or went towards purchasing our tickets across the Oilian Sea. Father figured that being a sellsword could get more coin for us, and he was right. We made the money we needed quite faster when he was a mercenary. However, he never came back from his last job. The group of which my father was under the employ returned to us with his sword and his pay, a final amount we needed to make our journey begin. The only way to enter the city is to provide to the city. It is scrawled onto the quest board. Your only bona fide way into the city took us 4 years to find and tag along enough decent jobs, escorting some caravan. We're out for a few weeks without any problem. However, on our trip back, we weren't so lucky. My brother and 2 others died from a bandit ambush. But I got my entry ticket, Lower General District. I went to the clergy district, found a temple to bury my brother and give him funeral lights for a decent fee. The priest in the Hogkath temple said that I just missed a fellow who would have dug me a grave for cheap. Either way, though, it was worth the extra coin. This journey has cost me a great deal. My old home, my safety, and those I've held closest to me. But when I look to the moon and the night sky, I know that from within these walls, every sacrifice, every drop of sweat and blood will be repaid in full, and I will make my family proud. Brother, your courage and sacrifice will not go in vain, and Father, I promise I will make you proud. May Hogkath keep you safe, and may Ilune guide me. Oh shit. I think we know him.
Do we?
Do we? I was going to ask him if you have a family, but I guess I got that solved. Next page. Alrighty,
recipe
and there's some
again.
fun games here, guys. Now, I got to give
There's
a
a
quick shout
recipe
out.
there, and yeah.
Alrighty, credits for the Alivast Oracle. At Alcoholic. Yep. As Calvin Brushborough and Gregor. At Jim the Rabid Cow. As Harriet Harry Vidoch and Finnegan Eastograph. At Saichi EV as Pip the Kobold Rider. At Night Hunter 66 as Siren Thoril. Sorry. At Fuzzy Wolf as Ledger, the writer. At Pwy-Suit 47 as Ben Ironwood, writer, puzzle maker, ad artist, and layout artist. At Froggy's mom as Chahalem as the Lady of Rivrosia, Negraxi Ulkustid, and Voodoo Soviet as Himalaya as Voodoo. Twitch Von Voodoo as editor, artist, Himalayan fox puncher, and paper formatter. And amazing work you do, Voodoo Soviet. And guys, and here they are. Here's all these beautiful lads and lasses. Take it for a while. And you want to touch that magic rune, it will take you all the way over. And you can follow. And I'm not on my account.
They do have an archive if you want to like read all of them as well.
That is super cool. Let's take a look at some of these pictures real fast here, though, because there was some amazing art done here, too. Like, I love strong mustache wax suitable for all mustache styles. Floyd, Phineas, Bartholomew, Petulia, Farley, Alex Louise, Ignatius, Abraham, and Dwight. And, of course, the classic Sebastian Strong. I just love this. This is just super cool. Like, this is just, and
I'm sorry, but now I just imagine that like you just walks down the street. Oh, hey, Sebastian. My name's Phineas. Oh, fuck. We're having a Scooby-Doo chase scene moment here.
Uh-oh.
my name is Phineas. Pulls out a blade. You have wronged me, sir, and now I demand blood.
Dwight, please.
No, I want to kill that small rabbit thing that's red.
Chip, chip, cheerio.
It angers me. Yes, complete victory if you eat less bread. Bread, it makes us fat, though. Oh, this is really cool. Thank you so much for all the amazing work you guys put into this. This is supremely cool.
There's a lot of good art this week. Like really good stuff.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.